Some people like to show off by saying, I don't drink coffee, like it's some kind of health flex. But what if skipping coffee is actually not that healthy? Let's talk about what coffee really does to your body. And no, this isn't some made-up story. This comes from serious science, including a huge study that looked at data from hundreds of other studies. Think of it like the Google of coffee research. Everything we know about coffee, all in one place. So what did they find? People who drink about 3 to 4 cups of coffee a day, and we're talking normal cups, not those giant ones that look like soup bowls, actually live longer. Seriously. They had a 10% lower chance of dying from anything. Heart problems, cancer, infections, you name it. Yeah, coffee. And here's the kicker. It's not just the caffeine doing the work. Coffee is packed with more than 1,000 different compounds. Some of them act like little bodyguards for your cells. They fight off damage, reduce inflammation, and might even turn on genes that help you age slower. Like flipping the switch on your body's internal repair system. Caffeine's just the tip of the iceberg. Now, what about your heart? Isn't coffee supposed to be bad for blood pressure? Not really. Sure, if you're super sensitive to caffeine, your heart might race a bit right after a cup. But for most people, that passes quickly and doesn't cause any long-term problems. In fact, coffee drinkers have a lower risk of heart attacks and strokes, up to 30% lower, depending on the study. Even people who drank as many as 10 cups a day still did better than those who drank none. That doesn't mean you should drink 10 cups, but it does mean coffee's not the villain some people make it out to be. Let's talk cancer. Back in the 90s, coffee was accused of being a possible cancer risk, but the evidence was shaky. Later, the World Health Organization looked at the research again and cleared coffee of all charges. Turns out the tiny amount of a chemical called acrylamide, which shows up when you roast coffee beans, was too small to cause harm. You'd have to drink more coffee than humanly possible for it to matter. And here's the surprise twist. Coffee might actually help protect you from certain types of cancer, like prostate cancer, skin cancer, and even some blood cancers, like leukemia. That's not just good news. That's wild. Now, if you've ever had coffee and needed to run to the bathroom right after, you already know this. Coffee gets your gut moving. It helps your liver too. It keeps bile flowing and stops gallstones from forming. Think of it like an oil change for your digestive system. It can also help prevent fatty liver disease, cirrhosis, and even improve how your body handles sugar. That's right. Coffee lowers your risk of type 2 diabetes, thanks in part to magnesium, which helps your body use insulin more effectively. On top of that, coffee might reduce the chances of getting kidney stones and gout. It's like your morning cup is doing way more than just waking you up. And now, here's the brainy part. In one study from Finland, people who drank a lot of coffee, like up to 10 cups a day, had a 24% lower risk of developing Parkinson's disease. That's huge. Sadly, the same can't be said for Alzheimer's. Coffee doesn't seem to make a big difference there. But hey, it doesn't make it worse either. Now let's be fair, coffee's not perfect. First, pregnancy. If you're pregnant, caffeine stays in your body way longer than usual. That means even 1 cup can hit like 2. Too much coffee during pregnancy has been linked to low birth weight and early labor. So pregnant folks should keep it to 1 small cup a day. Better safe than sorry. Second, bone health in older women. Some studies found that women after menopause who drink a lot of coffee might have a slightly higher risk of breaking bones. We're not totally sure why yet. It might be related to vitamin D or other factors. Still, it's something to keep an eye on if you're in that group. And finally, there's individual sensitivity. If coffee makes you feel jittery, anxious, or gives you heart palpitations, it's okay to skip it. Some people just react differently. It doesn't mean you're broken. It just means coffee might not be your drink. But for most people, 3 to 4 cups a day is not only safe, it's actually a good thing. More energy, better mood, sharper focus, longer life. And even if you go past 4 cups, studies still show positive effects as long as you feel okay. So the next time someone looks at your coffee cup like it's poison, you can just smile and sip, knowing that your daily brew is helping you live a little better and maybe even a little longer. Because coffee isn't the problem. For many of us, it's part of the solution. And that's something worth toasting to. with a fresh, hot cup.